Today I'm going to be reviewing brand new sunscreen, which is coming from Sunday Rarely brand. I got it complimentary at influencer platform Octoly. This sunscreen retails for 45 milliliters, which is 1.5 ounce, for $35, if I'm not mistaken, on Sephora website. I'm going to show you how it will be applying on my face. My face is pretty dry and it's washed. There is no makeup or anything else. If you're interested in this sunscreen, keep watching and let's get into it. I would like to start with application of the sunscreen, and after it's applied I will talk about the ingredients, how it feels, and etc. How much sunscreen to apply? I usually use measuring spoon when it's not the best looking measuring spoon that I have, but for some sunscreen, especially like this one, this is pretty watery like, and it's very like lightweight. I prefer to use measuring spoon because I'm afraid that when I do like this on my fingers, it will be, dripping on my hand, and then basically it will be kind of messy. And usually it's 1/4 of a teaspoon, which is 1.25 milliliters. I like to apply my sunscreen like layer by layer because some people apply like 1/4 of a teaspoon right away on the face, and then it's very hard to blend, and sometimes they complain that the sunscreen doesn't work for their skin because of course you put this much of the sunscreen on your face right away, of course it will be very difficult to blend it in. So I like to apply little by little, and so far I would say that it's very lightweight, and I wouldn't notice any scent until somebody told me, who also got the sunscreen for review, that they notice a scent, but I don't feel this scent on my face as other sunscreen. For example, like this one, Neutrogena Invisible Daily Defense, it has horrible scent that I cannot put the sunscreen on my face. It's also stinging my eyes, but this one I don't feel it on my face. When I apply, and for example you have some sunscreen on your hands left over, you can scent it, you can smell it, and it smelled to me a little bit like chemical odor, and maybe a little bit of alcohol, because the sunscreen contains alcohol for the consistency, because it's pretty lightweight and like lotion like. As I apply, I start to see it gives slight white cast. The sunscreen itself is a little bit pink color. I think it gives some tone up to the skin. And I also apply around my eyes. Usually, like with this one that I mentioned, I cannot put it very close to my eyes. I cannot even put it like right here, not even talking about eyelids and around the eye. So it's still in my eyes. Although this sunscreen is combination sunscreen, it contains 2 chemical filters and 1 physical filter. Later I will say how much the percentage and what are the filters. Some people were like, it doesn't leave a white cast at all. I mean, if you're applying like a pea size amount of the sunscreen on your face, it's not going to give you white cast, it's not going to feel crazy on your face, but if you apply required amount, it will give you slight white cast, which is fine with me. Maybe if you have darker skin tone, maybe it will be a problem for you, but for me it's fine. I think if you are darker skin tone, it's better to test it, maybe get a sample of it before investing in such expensive sunscreen. Because this sunscreen is lotion like and it's very lightweight, it feels very easy to blend it on the face than those sunscreens that are with thicker formulas. I usually feel like the sunscreen that I apply on my nose is always bowling down, like peeling, so I always watch that I have enough sunscreen on my nose, because I start noticing that I'm getting like pigmentation spots. If you're going to do like this, You know, if you just like apply lots of at the same time like this, yeah, it looks horrible, you know. It's so pasty, it's so white. Yeah, I agree with that. And it takes more time to blend it, and your skin will absorb it slower. Also, this sunscreen claims that it's free of oils. I suppose that they meant essential oils, so that means that it's not going to irritate your skin or clog your pores. But later I will talk what can actually clog your pores, what ingredient of the sunscreen and other sunscreens have. As you can see around my hairline, it's not very blended well because I'm kind of don't want to take a lot of time, you know, to blend it. So this is how my face looks right away after application. I hope you notice that there is slight white cast. It also feels kind of greasy, but I think as I will talk about the ingredients and about the sunscreen will melt a little bit. Usually it takes maybe like from 5 to 10 minutes. And they really claims that this sunscreen is innovative combination sunscreen. Yeah, it might be innovative for United States market because so far I haven't seen and I haven't heard of combination sunscreen which contains chemical and physical filters. So it contains of zinc oxide, which is 16.32%, which is pretty high. I review other sunscreen by Supergoop, and that one was 100% physical sunscreen. You can check that video, and I think you should. I will leave link in the description box below, or I will leave it right here so you can click it and check it out. So yeah, some people complain that yeah, it gives white cast because some people think that if it's a new sunscreen which is just released by the brand, it's supposed to be some magical sunscreen that is not going to give you white cast, it's going to be like moisturizer, it's not going to peel, all kind of stuff. No, it's not going to be like that because it's a sunscreen, guys. It's not a moisturizer. I mean, if you at least going outside and it's sunny, even if it's rainy, you still need to wear sunscreen because sun rays or whatever UV A, UVB rays can penetrate through the cloud and also affect your skin. I live 2 hours from San Francisco, and most of the time San Francisco is not sunny. Sometimes it's very cloudy, and imagine I also got tan before I started using sunscreen, and it was pretty dark. It was even like some drops of rain, and I still got suntan. So you tell me. There is also chemical filters, which is octisalate. I'm not sure that I'm pronouncing that right. 5% and octicrylene 3.5%. This sunscreen also contains dimethicone, so it's some form of silicone that basically helps to make like a thin layer, like a plastic layer on your face, so then you know you don't lose moisture. This ingredient is mostly in some sunscreens which are water resistant. So this sunscreen right here that I mentioned before, Neutrogena Daily Invisible Defense, contains also dimethicone. What makes Sunday Riley sunscreen fancy that it doesn't contain the colorant. So I think they use some kind of natural ingredients to make it a little bit pink. So as we talk, it actually doesn't look that bad. So what do you think? It seems like it feels good on my skin. Yeah, there are some spots that are not blended well, Watched the Dr. Dre video and she mentioned one of the sunscreen and it was very oily on the skin, like it was very greasy, and she said it looks greasy because it's water resistant. So water resistant means that you have some time of sun protection to your skin before the sunscreen will be broken down by your sweat, by water if you're on the beach, or by the swimming pool. So this is what it means. I think I will try to wear the foundation, liquid foundation, instead of the cushion, because cushions sometimes tend to peel and dry. So I will get my makeup and I will be back. I have this liquid foundation by the Moonshot. I have the whole video about the lucky box of makeup that I got only for $29 with 5 products that are full size. You can check it out. I will leave this video in the description box below, or I will leave it right here so you can click it. So then I will use the sponge. I got it at Daiso, pretty cheap, but quality is so and so, to be honest. So as Sunday really says that you can use the sunscreen as a makeup base and also as a moisturizer. So basically in the morning before you go out, you can just wash your face and immediately apply like this sunscreen. So it will do a duty of the moisturizer and makeup primer, and then apply makeup on the top. So I'm not very big makeup enthusiast, so I just like to do very minimal makeup on my face. You know, I don't like to suffocate my skin. So far it feels like it's applying pretty nicely. It's similar to Supergoop sunscreen, honestly. But Supergoop sunscreen, sheer sunscreen that I tried recently is 100% physical sunscreen. Some people also ask me, how do you reapply sunscreen? Honestly, I just put the sunscreen on the top of my makeup if I'm wearing makeup, and then I just don't wear makeup because sunscreen basically just smudge my makeup, and then, you know, I feel lazy to reapply makeup on the top. But yeah, you definitely can do that you apply the sunscreen on the top of your makeup and then you reapply makeup. So that means that you need to bring makeup around with you, but honestly I wouldn't do that. Some people use powders, setting powders with SPF, or using SPF in powder. I think Supergoop also has one, and one of my friends, her name is Diane, she reviewed one of the sunscreen, and I will leave her link too in this video so you can go and check it out. I haven't tried it and I didn't have a chance to try it, and I have pretty dry skin. I mean, it's like combo dry skin, so I don't think it will suit me. But she reviewed that sunscreen and I found it interesting how she reviewed it, so you can go and check her channel out too. I think application of the foundation is pretty well, and it doesn't seem like it's too much for my skin, and you know, this crease that was before I applied the sunscreen, before I apply the makeup, disappear. Basically it's blended with the makeup, you know, it gives like a little bit of a sheer finish to my skin. So I actually pretty happy with Sunday Really sunscreen and its SPF 30 broad spectrum. If you're interested in more sunscreen reviews and skincare and makeup and unboxing, you can subscribe to my channel. I will be happy to see you between my followers, subscribers, and let's be friends, and I will see you in my next videos, and bye bye.